So some details on this belly down ankle lock position. As always, we're trying to get our belly button to points down towards the mat. When you get here, you're going to have the strongest break. This position can be tricky to navigate because some of the pinning and the pressures become just unfamiliar if you're not spending a lot of time here. But when you're attacking leg entanglements and you're trying to attack the straight ankle lock, your goal should be to rotate and move your body until you are belly down. Belly button literally pointing down towards the mat. Okay, so we're going to go over some stances as far as like how we're choosing to manipulate the leg once you've accomplished this. This is going to be the same for an inside or outside ankle lock. So we're just going to go over one position. Okay. In general, when we're belly down, I need literally my belly button pointing down towards the mat. When we have our grip elected here, for these ones, the highest success rate is going to come from lapel grips, okay, because it's going to allow us to manipulate our body the easiest to create isolation of the knee. So when it's belly down, okay, I like to actually take that 90-degree lower lapel grip and I start to isolate the knee. How we choose to entangle the legs here does not matter. I generally prefer to have my shins or both of my feet behind my partner's legs. So I like to take some kind of configuration like this, where I have one here and one here. So my feet are hooked over both my partner's legs and my knees are kind of touching over the mat here. Not to say that the other leg entanglements aren't effective. They are, okay? Anytime you're belly down, so whether you're doing from like a traditional single leg X, I could rotate belly down and achieve the same position where everything's on the mat. It's just what's comfortable for you. Okay, we can do the same from this double odd type position, right? To where I start to raise my level and I go belly down. Okay, but you'll find that the grip kind of stays the same for all these, no matter your leg entanglements, and that's going to be this lower, shallower, 90 arm bent at a 90-degree angle, lapel grip. Okay, it's going to allow you to rotate and move your body as you hunt this belly down position. Okay, once we get here, no matter where we're going from, right, the best way to get to these belly down positions is going to be to quickly roll onto both knees. So this is why I like the short hook here, because it allows me to just go straight to knee facing, okay, shoulders, head on the mat down into here. Once we've achieved our belly down position, okay, the key here is going to be to make sure that the foot is actually locked in place really well, and the lower grip allows us to do this. I don't want my partner's foot to be out, so I need to really lock it in place. Again, get here, belly down. Make sure you connect your elbow to your hip and have your partner try to rotate out of here. Okay, you should feel pretty locked in. Okay, what we're going to focus on next is making sure that the knee is immobilized. It's tough to show this because you have to feel it, but I'm going to do it here from this angle with my hand pushed on the mat so you can see. Instead of like taking my hip, okay, where it's connected to my elbow, because remember, we're going to be driving our hip through the ankle. So I'm actually not driving down, okay? I'm going to end up driving through the ankle at that angle towards that way. But first, I need to actually lock the foot in place and drive the knee to the mat like I'm pushing down like a nail into the ground here, okay? But I don't want the foot to slip. So I want to push into the knee with this motion here, but without allowing the foot to slip out. So with the foot locked in place here, I start to drive the knee into the mat. Okay, this is going to create a ton of pressure right away. It's going to be very uncomfortable with your partner. So I start to lean and sag my weight, driving the knee straight down to the mat. This is going to make it so that he's not going to be able to lift his knee up off the mat or rotate his knee side to side. Once I do that initial drive down pressure, now we're going to drive through. Okay, so the ankle is here. The hip is connected to the elbow. Okay, we're at this angle here. This is all you're doing when we're locked in, is I'm pushing down on the foot like this. Okay, I'm pushing down. And as I'm pushing down, my hips are then going to go like that. Okay, but I don't want to release this downward pushing pressure. Okay, I come here, I push down, I've trapped the foot, and I drive through to get the top. Okay, that's going to be the same for all belly down ankle locks, no matter if I'm choosing to take my hand and put it on the mat, or maybe I have my head on the mat because I'm choosing to use my hand for any other type of grip variation. It's always going to stay the same. I drive the knee into the mat and then I push through. Okay, so that's going to be a big difference between all these other ankle locks And these belly down ones, right, is going to be that push down pressure and then driving the hips through. The best grip for that, again, is going to be one of these lapel grips, low 90. But you can make it work with any other one of the alternate grip variations. It's just we want to push down the foot first and then drive through on those belly down ones, okay?